you mentioned earlier that you have a podcast as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that? What's it called, and what are kind of the main topics that you go into there?
Yeah, so I have a podcast with one of my like business best friends. Her name's Ashley Depaulis, and the podcast is called Hashtag Relatable. And it basically came about because we were having all of these voice notes back and forth on these like deep kind of existential topics, and also like being super human too. So it was like really spiritual, also really human, and kind of like blending the two together.
Mm-hmm.
And so we joked that, you know, other people should be hearing these conversations. Like, they're really funny. They're also like really relatable. And we like came up with a bunch of jokes and stuff. And so eventually we were just like, let's just do it. Let's start a podcast. So we started the Hashtag Relatable podcast in November of 2019. We recorded for like a full year. So we have like 52 episodes. I think we did like every single week for a year. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and a few other platforms I can't remember. It's great. So we talk about business stuff. We talk about spirituality. We talk about personal development. It's really about like being in our belief, being a soul, having a human experience, and how to navigate that human experience, being, you know, something as incredible as this soul that you are, and also being very fucking human. So it's really interesting, and we get into some really cool topics. We talk about relationships, with like intimate relationships, friendships, business relationships, boundaries. We talk about so many different things. And you can find us on Instagram. You can find us on Apple Podcasts. You can find us on Spotify. And we actually just took what month are we in now? We've had like a 2-month hiatus. We needed a bit of a break after recording every single week for a year.
Yeah.
And we actually are going to be starting recording again in February. So very excited for that. So yeah, we'll be doing something fun for our launch. So if you're interested in any of the things that I just mentioned, go check us out on Instagram and, give us a follow, and we'll be sharing some more coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Awesome. Do you also get like guests on your podcast, or is it just you two talking about? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a great question. So we do probably like a guest every few episodes, I would say. So some of it's just Ashley and I like riffing on whatever's like current for us. We also talk about kind of like what's happening in the world collectively as well. So we've talked about like the political climate. We've also talked about, you know, the environmental climate, stuff like that, and how it impacts how we as humans have impacted it, and how it also impacts our human experience. And then we do have guests on as well. So yeah, we've had a range of guests on. They're usually friends of ours, because we like to think our friends are super cool, because they are, because they're doing amazing things. So they're mostly like business owners or, doing other cool shit in the world. So it's been really, really great. And yeah, if anyone wants to be a guest on it, feel free to reach out to us.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.